Yes. Good evening, guys. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing today? This is Charlotte FOREX. This is where we break down the chart into bits of pieces. This is where we analyze the chart most of the time using a live market and then looking at the pure price action without any indicator. It's just all about putting logic behind to what you're looking at on the chart and then try to read it from left to right to understand exactly what the market doing, and then how can you take advantage of it when things are lining up in your favor. So this is a live trade that I took earlier today, and then so far the trade is already moving into a very good profit. So what I want to do in this video is just to break down the analysis of what exactly was I looking at, how did I get into this trade, what was the analysis behind what I was looking at on the chart. So I will be explaining that to you guys. The essence of doing it this way is just for us to understand that we can look at the price action like I said, and then try to read it from the left to right, looking at the screen, and then put some logic behind it and see how we can take advantage of it when things are lining up. So this is AUD card. It's a sell position, or it's a short, whichever way you want to call it, that I took. So I will quickly be diving into it, to the analysis of things. So please guys, like I always say, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can always be the first to see this video whenever they are being released like this, so that you can probably get to look into what exactly am I looking at how am I looking at the chart, and then see how you can get better as a trader, you know. So the more we learn, the better we get, and then when we get better, hey, reading the chart becomes easier and it becomes fun, you know. So that's exactly what it is. The joy of analyzing the market itself, and then, you know, taking the trade and see it play out for a trader. It's just something they always love to share it. It is so joyful, it's so fun. But when you get to the other side, to the wrong side of trade, it can be so frustrating. Believe you me, I've been there, you know, a lot of times. But hey, things are getting better now, so let's learn and grow together. So please guys, subscribe to the channel now. Please do that right now. So let's quickly dive into the chart, guys. So this is AUD card like I said, and then this is daily time frame. This is daily time frame. So it's a case of a top down analysis that I will be looking at on this particular pair. So if you look at it, if you zoom out a little bit, you can see that hey, we got a support down here. From this daily, there is a support area here where the market was bouncing from. But what I can see currently right now is a bit of a flow to the downward side. You can see this market was flowing downward like this. So market was coming down, make a lower high here, and make a low, you know, break this particular area, it goes lower, get to the support right here, this massive support, daily support. Market bounce to retrace. Hey, flow, the guy that started this move, see right here, when the market pull back, is the one that push down to make the new low, getting a new low from here to here. That's what we call a new low. Then what do you see? It becomes more or less like a range or a double bottom, or whichever way you want to look at it, but the same support area. The market bounce again, and what do you see? Bounce very aggressively, you know, turn into a range right here, you know. So triple touch, whichever way. So now currently now the flow is downward, but now market has turned into a range, ranging currently. So a range, market will range and then turn around and start to go upward, or market will range, and then after the range, the market will as well see it continue to go downward, you know. So you just have to understand exactly what is it trying to do and see exactly how you can line things up for yourself. So when do you see around here from this area again, when the market push down to break this support down here, the support got broken, it make a new low to this area. Then what you see, push back, the same support becomes a resistance. Now market push down again, but now what do you see? Again, no low. You couldn't break this previous support right here, hence market turn around. But when this market turn around, what do you see? You can see that the way it was coming up, it wasn't coming so fast, it wasn't so smooth. You can see a lot of candle. The buyers were pressuring, more or less like the buyers are pressuring the seller. It was not going up so smoothly like that. And the guy that pushed below this support here, that break this support here, is still right here, this area that I've marked out already. So when the market push down like that, break this area, this very resistance, meaning a resistance here, it break, goes higher to this point, push down to this area, it goes higher, it makes a higher high. But don't forget guys, all this that is coming up now is still at the mercy of this seller that pushed below this guy right here. So everything that's still happening within here, you can still come up for the guy. If you couldn't break above this guy here and hold, then the market can still do all of this and then continue to go downward. So when it push up to make a higher high from this area, then what do you see? Look at how much of a pullback do we have right here. Now when it moved and push up right here, the pullback was about, to compare this move to this push that came down, that's about 40-50% of the push. But when they push this time around to make a higher high, like this, then how much of a pullback does it do? And when you have a market go up like that and it push back very deep, what you call market losing momentum in the market, that means the buyers are dying out, they are getting tired. So it pushed down very deep to about 80-90% of this previous swing that went up. Then what do you see? Look at it, what was doing right here. Let me zoom out a little bit so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at it right here. Now when he tried to push upward again, look at what he did. Let me quickly see if I can clear out this area so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at what he did right here. Look at what he did. He goes up, he push back, he goes up again, and you get back again. The same thing that was happening here, it was a mimic of what was happening here now. Then you push back again 100%. It goes up like that. Then you come back to 100% of the push that went up like that. Look at it. So what we call a V formation. Then look at what was doing right here again. Then it was try to go, it failed, try to go, it failed. Then what do you see? Crash down to this support right here, and look at this daily candle here that formed. It tried to go up, it failed completely. So when I was looking at this, what I was looking at, okay, fine, if it break this area, I wouldn't want to, but I have to step down to the 4-hour time frame right now to see exactly the fine details of this. Look at it. I was like, okay, if it push back up again to this area, I will love to take the sell. But however, if you couldn't go up again, if you break below this area, this support here, I would like to take the sell. So look at this market crash below on the 4 hours. I was looking at it on the 4 hour earlier today. This is where I took the sell. This is my entry here. This was my stop loss, and this is my target. So currently, look at the state of this market. The market is already moving into a very good profit on this. So all I'm saying in essence is this is exactly how you want to look at the pure price action. Try to understand what it's doing or what the market is doing, and then take advantage of it and then take your trade accordingly. So please guys, don't forget to subscribe once again to this channel so that when the videos are being released like this, you can always get to see and then see how you can at least get better as a trader. So thank you guys. Cheers.